Today we are at the Oklahoma County OSU Extension office, and joining me is Mason Huddleston, who is the Urban Ag Extension Educator. Mason, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. I've been wanting to be on here for so long.
Oh, it is great to have you on
Yeah.
here, and unfortunately, it's the weather kind of turned on us,
Oh
so we're
gosh, it's
inside.
so windy today.
It is
Yes.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So, but what we came down to talk about is your community garden that you're sort of revitalizing. Let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that because I think sometimes we get this grandiose idea about community gardens and the pretty of it and the benefits and this altruistic idea of it, but they're a lot of work.
They are. The community gardens are surprisingly a lot of work. I didn't realize it getting into it.
Hmm.
But it's also really rewarding work, right?
Yes.
Here in Oklahoma County, and I think across the state, we're in just such a huge food desert. And in an urban setting, people are living, in vertical space rather than owning homes and being able to garden on their own. So we wanted to provide a space where community members across Oklahoma County can come, have a space to grow their own food. Food is medicine. That's something we really want to push.
Right.
And just provide a nice, safe, clean space for people to garden in the city.
And your office here is located just in kind of the northeast corner of Oklahoma City, which really is truly a food desert in
Yeah,
this area.
absolutely.
You have a farmer's market that you do on occasion weekly. But let's talk this community garden. It was established a few years ago, but you're sort of bringing it back online, right?
Yes, yeah. It was established, I think, during COVID times, which, as we all know, was rough. And so it eventually got transitioned from the health department over to OSU Extension.
Okay.
They donated it to us, which was just phenomenal.
Mhm.
And so we split it up actually about 50-50 with a community garden where members can come in and garden, as well as a giving garden where our master gardeners that Julia, our horticulturalist, trains
Okay.
will go out and actually grow a lot of food to donate to the food pantries.
Okay. And
Yeah,
so, like any garden needs maintenance,
it
and
does.
sometimes those original beds have deteriorated. So let's talk a little bit about what you're trying to do to bring it back online, the partners that you have in the community to do that also.
So we are so lucky to have some amazing partners. Like you said, we have some beds that are a little run down. They were made of wood. And so we actually have reached out to Lowe's and they've donated a lot of cinder blocks to build some new beds that will last the test of time, as well as Minix materials. They've donated all of the compost to fill those beds so that we have some really good, rich nutrient soil for our gardeners.
And I know you've got a lot of big volunteer groups that are coming in,
Yeah.
both building those beds, filling those beds.
Yeah, not only did Lowe's donate the materials, but they donated their time and their employees' time as well to build those beds. And then we're also having students from OU come out, help fill the beds, help pull weeds, just make it really nice and pretty before our gardeners get in there and start doing their work.
Right. And I love that a community garden has brought OSU, OU together,
Yeah.
commercial.
It's a big community.
Right. It
Yeah.
truly is a community effort. And so I think a lot of times you have to have somebody driving that effort, right? And
Yes.
that's where it can kind of,
It
there's a
can-
lot of communication coordination that has to happen.
Yes, there has to be very good communication with community gardens, and more than anything, expectations. The thing that we see around the city with other community gardens is that the expectations haven't been laid out or they weren't followed very strictly. And so, with good communication and expectations, that's how you maintain a community garden and make sure everyone is keeping it up because it is a representation of our organization and the other partners that have come in to help us. We
Right.
want to make sure that it looks good for us, it looks good for Lowe's and Minix, and just our gardeners in general.
Right. And that's the thing is I like, if you look at the garden, it's not pretty just yet, right? It's
Right.
early
It's a work in
spring.
progress.
It is a work in progress. And I think that is an important aspect to recognize is that effort and that initial work that takes to make it that pretty
Absolutely.
garden.
And it
later
takes a
on.
lot of volunteers
Yes.
that we're just so thankful to have.
And a great benefit for the master gardeners to learn as well as the
Absolutely.
community also.
Yes.
So, and it's something that community members can also come and check out as well. Tell us a little bit about your open house that you have coming up.
So our open house is going to be May 5th from 4 to 6. Where we're going to have people come in. They can view the community garden. They can walk around our building, view the ornamental gardens that we have, all of the nice, pretty flowers, as well as I think we're going to have some demonstrations in here for preserving food, some tabling booths with some of our other educators here in the county to provide information. I know the master gardeners are going to be there answering gardening questions. So our open house is really just a way to show the community that we are here to serve and to help, and that we really want to. We really want to help people in whatever way we can.
And a great opportunity to bring your water samples, your soil samples in.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you have a garden at home, whether it's an ornamental flower garden, vegetable garden, maybe you're wanting to spiff up your Bermuda grass lawn, we really recommend bringing in a soil test, get it tested, and we'll tell you exactly what nutrients to put on.
And if you're not in Oklahoma County, a lot of the other counties have all these same resources.
Every
that
county.
you could stop in,
Yeah.
right? And visit and check out those resources or fact sheets. So Mason, tell us again the date of your open house, if you don't mind.
May 5th from 4 to 6 p.m.
All right, and open to the public, free.
Open to the public, it's free, and we'd love to have people out.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.